Good morning, YouTube. Today I want to talk to you about what I believe is a very important subject. So spoiler alert, this may go a little longer than some of my videos, but I'm going to try to stay on point and I'm going to try to edit out some of the unnecessary fluff. I think I'm going to call this How to Drive Chapter 1, because there will probably be other chapters. Subtitled Drive Right. Now I know that most of my subscribers are riders, and riders certainly tend to be more aware and self-educated when it comes to traffic issues, to say the least. So, here in the South, we call this preaching to the choir. But maybe you can use this information, or even use this video, to tell your teenager, or your mother-in-law, or your neighbor, hey, or any other idiot that you might know that thinks that they know how to drive just because the state was tricked into granting them a driver's license. Alright, so here it goes. If you are on a road that has at least two adjacent lanes of traffic that are moving in the same direction, as in on the interstate, the left hand in this system is called the passing lane, and the right hand lane in this system is called the travel lane. Now this is the genius and the simplicity of the whole concept of the engineering marvel that we call the interstate road system. It's the whole reason why it was intended to work in the first place. The simple rule is that you stay as far to the right as you can, unless you have a good reason not to be, as in passing, or making a left-hand connection, getting on a ramp that's to the left. So yes, there are some exceptions. There's the Hiwassee River. Okay, for example, what if there happens to be 3 lanes all going the same direction? Oh my, whatever shall we do? Well, the real answer is that you should still be in the right lane. However, sometimes they put 3 or 4 lanes going through a city, so the far right lane is intended to be the entry and exit lane for the traffic going on and off the ramps. That means that the very next lane to the left is the travel lane, and then the lanes to the left of that are still passing lanes, with the lanes going from slowest to fastest, from right to left. It's not rocket science, although you'd think so. Okay, so it's really just as simple as that. But just to make sure you've got it, let me tell you the way that I've told my sons, and my nephew, and my sister, and my wife. Here we go. Suppose you are on a stretch of interstate and it is 4 lanes wide, all going the same direction. And suppose that on this stretch of road you only have 1 car. Let's say that 1 car is going 100 miles an hour. Oh my! 100 miles an hour. Why do I say that? Well, I'm really just exaggerating the speed to make a point, because the point is that it just doesn't matter. What if that car is going 10 miles an hour? It doesn't matter. Which lane should this car be traveling in? The correct answer is the right lane. He's the only car. He can travel at whatever speed he wants to. He travels in the right lane. Now let's put in another car. Second car is coming up behind this car going 100 miles an hour, but this car is going 110. Where should this car be? Well, while he's traveling, he should be traveling in the right lane, until he needs to merge to the left to get around the slower moving car to pass. And then once he's clear of that car, he should get back into the right lane. So now let's add a third car that's coming up from behind, going the same direction. Let's say he's doing 120. He's just going faster. Who'd go 120? Hey, chickens. I'm on some little back roads in McMinn County. Okay, the car coming up from behind doing 120, what lane should he be in? Well, he should be in the right lane, of course. I know that's what all you riders are saying. And yes, he should be in the right lane until he needs to merge over to the left to pass the slower car. Now we're even going to add a fourth car. The fourth car is going 130 miles an hour. Oh, the insanity. Where should he be traveling? Well, he should be traveling in the traveling lane, of course, in the right, until he needs to merge over to the left to make his pass around the slower car or cars. Now, using this model, which is the correct model, I've had people argue with me about this, but I've even checked this out on the internet by a couple of different sites. Using this model, all four of these cars could pass each other without altering their speed, which is the way that it should be. If more people would learn and follow this model, wow, this is pretty, it would eliminate many of our interstate traffic problems. And I think that there are only two reasons why people wouldn't follow this simple idea. They either don't know or they don't care. For those who don't know, well, that's why I'm making this video. Come on, guys, help me out. Let's educate them. Tell your family how to drive. For those who don't care, well, they may need some additional, more proactive encouragement that maybe we shouldn't discuss in detail here. But in a nutshell, if you find yourself driving in the left lane for no particular reason, you may want to ask yourself, am I here because I'm ignorant or because I'm rude and inconsiderate? Because it's probably one or the other. And is that what you really want? Come on, guys. Drive right.